subscribe and, you know, like the video. Laura Ingraham absolutely was doing the salute there too, but in a subtle nod to the likes of Nick Fuentes.
That was a straight up, like, Sig Heil, like, loving Hitler energy. that was like a straight up, with intensity, Roman salute.
He hit it so hard that it was like a one-to-one verbatim copy of Adolf doing it himself. Can both be true? Okay, and gave a Nazi salute? No, I think, one, he's a Nazi, and two, I think the most charitable interpretation of it, the least charitable interpretation of it is, he's a Nazi, and he wanted to do it and see if he could get away with it. And he is getting away with it, so that's the least charitable interpretation. The most charitable interpretation is, he's a Nazi still, obviously, but he wanted to do a more subtle version of it. Wait, Elon Musk, apparently I'm a Zionist and a Nazi. 81,000. Oh God, I'm getting banned, dude. Oh, dude, he's not even banning me. He's sending a fleet of Tesla. He's sending a fleet of Tesla plaids to just attack my house. Please define Nazi in the context of Elon Musk for those of us who are wildly confused by your take on this. Philip DeFranco did a pretty good job showing what the Times reporting on it looked like. I have already covered it extensively. You can go watch the YouTube video that I made on it. I'm sorry, chatter. I've already spent countless hours describing in great detail all of the many different things that Elon Musk has done, even before the Roman salute. So that's the situation. Yeah, he's gonna send exploding Cybertrucks to my house. It is yet another weird instance of the mainstream media, kind of like the Israel stuff, looking at everything that you can see with your own two eyes and being like, hey, don't believe the thing that you just saw with your own two eyes, which is ironic because the don't believe your lying eyes memento is that's actual 1984. But the 1984 understanders regularly refuse to comprehend that the media does engage in manufacturing consent when it's something that they already agree with. Yeah, this is my video from yesterday on it. 500,000 views, 22 hours, not too bad. I talk about his background here. I'm sure there will be more videos that come today on it as well. But what the fuck is up with this Roman salute shit? If it was a Middle Eastern looking person, they'd just be calling it what it is. Nah, the Roman salute is just another term for sig heiling. Like, I have also called it the Roman salute as well. That's not a way to hide the truth. It's just the same thing. That's all it is. I think initially it was, I'm not super well versed on this, but from what I understand, there's some historical account of the Romans using this salute initially, but there's also some people who consider, some people who claim that Mussolini actually, in an interest of creating fascist mythology and was a massive Romanophile, decided to create this hand gesture and call it the Roman salute. And then, of course, the Nazis also adopted it as well because, well, when you look at German mythology, unfortunately, it's a lot of mud huts. You know, it's a lot of barbarian. It's a lot of mud huts, not necessarily a lot of like civilization building, which was kind of embarrassing for the likes of Hitler. So he dove deep into the lore and pretty much adopted a lot of the other cool stuff from subsequent like neighboring countries and their mythology. That's why Nazis also have a lot of like Nordic pagan roots or whatever, or they claim Nordic runes in general, which is ridiculous. But Adolf Hitler was, you know, that's the reason why he adopted the swastika too. And also the Roman salute as well. No, there's no historical evidence of the Romans using that salute. Julius Caesar used it first, and Adolf Hitler used it again because of his dictatorship. Okay, I'm gonna believe the guy who said there's no. Yeah, it's apocryphal. Apocryphal. How do you say that word? They didn't use it. It's from a painting the Nazis were doing in 1929, but Hitler made it official and changed it slightly, calling it the Hitler salute. There was even debate because the Italians were using it, and thus it wasn't Germanic. Apocryphal. Oh, apocryphal. It is really interesting, though. It is really interesting because it is like the aspect of fascists that want to desperately mythologize like a false understanding of their own personal history is unique to, I mean, is very unique and interesting to me. Like there is a there's a level of like spiritual there's this level of like spiritual insecurity almost about like what your history actually represents. So you have to do like you have to look for alternatives and pick cool stuff that you saw from other cultures. I think maybe that's the reason why like a lot of neo-fascists will adorn the aesthetics of like Japanese imperialists and things of that nature, or all these other like historical events that transpired all around the world. And it's interesting. It's interesting that they like invented stuff basically because they just had nothing of their own and they felt deeply insecure about it. So does Hasan Abi think it was or wasn't a salute? No, it was. What are you talking about? It was straight up a salute. It was a Nazi salute. Elon Musk is a Nazi. Please stop. Anyway, yeah, let's get back.
A Hitler salute. And then you had Elon Musk himself thanking them on his X platform and liking or endorsing another tweet which called the criticism tired. And so really, ultimately, no one can know the intent of this moment, of this gesture, what was behind it, apart from Elon Musk. But it's really kind of worth underlining.
No one could know. Dude, I'm sorry. If I was out here, okay, even on accident, waving at someone in the process of talking about how Israel's an apartheid state, virtually every single one of these outlets and the ADL would be up my asshole, okay? Like, if I was even 10% near Elon Musk's gesturing, I would have gotten hit squads at my door by now. The notion that Elon Musk, who straight up hit the full Hitler, not half Hitler, the full Hitler, and even Nick Fuentes, who was also a Nazi, recognized it as such, and he did it twice. Not once, but twice. He turned around and hit the Hitler again, and there's any sort of debate around it is so ridiculous. Yeah, if I raise my hand further than to pet a dog, they're kicking me out of here. Yeah, there's a level of hand gestures, okay, that you can and can't do. Do you understand? Like, that's why if you want to raise your hand in class, you have to go like this, okay? You can't do it any other way. If you can't raise it, I'm not raising it, okay? This is it. I'm limp. See? The moment it goes up here, it's limp. Look, it's limp. Do you understand? It doesn't go that way. Why doesn't it go that way? Because I criticize Israel, okay? I criticize Israel. Elon, on the other hand, is pro-Israel, which means he can do whatever he wants. He can be as anti-Semitic as he wants to. He can do the full Hitler, and it seems the ADL and also the German state's news broadcaster will say, no one will know what the hell Elon was thinking. Nobody will know.
That this salute is hugely, hugely controversial, especially in...
Shut up.
What do you think?
Okay, this is going to be awesome, too, because Elise Stefanik, okay, Elise Stefanik is also a psychopath. Let's see what she had to say.
Of Elon Musk, perhaps the president's most visible advisor, doing 2 Heil Hitler salutes last night at the president's televised rally.
No, Elon Musk did not do those salutes. I was not at the rally, but I can tell you I've been at many rallies with Elon Musk, who loves to cheer when President Trump says we need to send...
Yeah, they're treating him like an autistic minor, dude. You know how he is. He's our little autist. Come on, he loves cheering. He's just a happy boy.
And, our U.S. space program to Mars. Elon Musk is a visionary. I'm looking forward to his work in DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and look forward to looking how we can be more efficient and effective. But that...
My dad's a lib and he's straight up drafting ADL hate mail over this. Good. I'll take it wherever I can get. Let this be a radicalizing moment for your family members. It is such an obvious, glaring display of pro-Nazi symbolism that is being completely swept under the rug by the most morally bankrupt individuals you've ever seen, who would never in a million years give up on the opportunity to declare every Jewish college student that dares protest Israel as the most anti-Semitic Hitlerian people alive in Western society that must be violently purged.
That is simply not the case. And to say so is the American people are smart. They see through it. They support Elon Musk. We are proud to be the country of such successful entrepreneurs. That is one of our greatest strengths.
Yeah, say just like Henry Ford. Come on, Elise. Elon Musk is carrying on the proud tradition of titans of industry such as Henry Ford. Guys, did you forget when I talked about Elise Stefanik's background? Elise Stefanik rose to prominence when she called out all of the Ivy League institution presidents as not being sufficiently Zionist. Okay? That was like all of your liberal parents were like, damn, girl, she popped off on that one big time. Okay? That was her claim to fame. Now, what's really funny about Elise Stefanik is that in spite of her newly found position as the #1 destroyer of anti-Semite, okay, Elise Stefanik herself had actually backed in New York State a primary opponent that was going after someone she didn't like, who was a Holocaust denier. So if you think any of these guys, actually Jewish, Christian, doesn't matter, if you think any of them legitimately care about like actual anti-Semitism, you are delusional. Okay, remember, it's notable because Donald Trump has picked Elise Stefanik as the UN envoy. Times of Israel covered it as Trump picks Elise Stefanik, leading voice against campus anti-Semitism, as UN envoy. Here's the Jewish Telegraphic Agency. Is that really her? Liberal Jews say Elise Stefanik, hailed as a hero of the House anti-Semitism hearings, has baggage of her own. Some who have decried right-wing anti-Semitism are uneasy with a new ally who has given a megaphone to the Great Replacement theory. The split on Stefanik's themes from a congressional hearing last week in which she asked presidents of Harvard University, blah, 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 blah. In the past, however, the upstate New York Republican has drawn condemnation for comments echoing the white supremacist Great Replacement theory, which in its original form claims that Jews are orchestrating the mass immigration of people of color into Western nations in order to replace the white populations. In 2021, Stefanik's campaign posted on social media that Democrats plan to overthrow the current electorate by allowing undocumented immigrants to enter the country. But it's not just that. She also backed, like I said, in the New York State, a primary candidate that literally was a Holocaust denier. Okay? Just so you understand. So, nobody cares about this stuff. Nobody. People are going crazy in my chat saying the phrase Free Palestine is now a community violation on TikTok. I feel like this is going to make people insanely anti-Semitic. This will backfire spectacularly. I don't know if that's the case or not, but people keep losing their minds over it. I'm not entirely sure where it's coming from because I don't know why people are saying it. I looked it up yesterday. Free Palestine still showed a metric ton of video. Look, Free Palestine. It's right here. I don't know why people say that. I don't know why people say this stuff. They think that like TikTok was secretly sold to Meta. A lot of people are saying TikTok got secretly sold to Meta. I don't think it happened. What is this? Free Palestine? What happened? A comment you posted on 2025 was removed for violating our community guidelines. The other night, my girlfriend was telling me that after she saw the notification to sync contacts using Facebook, and I was trying to lightly explain to her that I don't think that's true. Yeah, syncing contacts using Facebook is normal. It happened. I mean, I'm pretty sure TikTok has always had that. It shows the comment. Keep playing. Hate speech and hateful behaviors. Oh my Lord. Just testing and got a warning immediately. So it's auto flag now. Someone that had a community guidelines hit on TikTok for Free Palestine was able to contest it successfully. I don't think Free Palestine was auto flagged as hate speech before though. What is this? International Business Times. Anti-Trump searches appear hidden on TikTok after app comes back online. TikTok is now Trump's propaganda. I mean, this is just a consortium of Twitter account like that are posting about it. I know we talked about this before, but I've never had a problem with censorship on Instagram. I get tons of Palestine and very leftist content, maybe because I specifically curate the accounts I follow. Meta is very censorious towards people who make pro-Palestinian content. They straight up, like there are still accounts on there that make pro-Palestinian content. And I'm pretty sure that they have created like a self-contained bubble. I think it's kind of like, I think it might be that way on Twitter as well. Like platforms have figured out that you can just be on a pro-Palestine slant and they only show your content to other pro-Palestinian accounts. But like my account, for example, is shadow banned. It could be for a number of different reasons, but I just tested in the UK, auto-deleted instantly. A comment you posted was removed for violating our community guidelines. Yeah. So they basically quarantine you into like a pro-Palestinian slant in general, but also on top of that, they are very, very censorious. I mean, they've taken out they've taken out entire accounts and have forcibly restored them after like a lot of backlash. There are still accounts that are like perma banned. But there are a lot of restrictions on Meta. I mean, there's so many restrictions on Meta that Human Rights Watch wrote an entire article about Meta's censorship protocols on pro-Palestinian sentiment. Yeah, Human Rights Watch wrote, Meta's broken promises, systematic censorship of Palestine content on Instagram and Facebook. Between October and November 2023, Human Rights Watch documented over 1,050 takedowns on other suppression of content on Instagram and Facebook that had been posted by Palestinians and their supporters, including about human rights abuses. Human Rights Watch publicly solicited cases of any type of online censorship and of any type of viewpoints related to Israel Palestine. Of the 1,050 cases reviewed, 1,049 involved peaceful content in support of Palestine that was censored or otherwise unduly suppressed. But hey, Meta is anti-censorship, so you can say trans people are mentally ill all day, every day, going forward, because that's what censorship is. Not this. This stuff is not censorship. Yeah. Oh, there's another really funny part about the story. David Grossman is correct for pointing this out. I forgot to mention this yesterday.